In front, power move. A one-time shot, he scores! Motion left wing side, walks in, he scores! Rich got it. They scored! Seals the deal!
Hello and welcome to Gulls All Access, presented by California Coast Credit Union. I'm your host, Aaron Cooney. Gulls forward Sam Colangelo is proving that he has become one of Anaheim's most promising young talents in recent history. The 23-year-old second-round draft pick leads the team in goals and ranks among the top of all AHL rookies in points and goals, despite spending an extended period of time with the Ducks.
Colangelo, one-timer, scores!
Colangelo, he does the Gretzky at the end. He's a shooter, he's a goal scorer. That's what you want.
We sat down with Sam to discuss his hockey story and what he thinks has contributed to his early hockey career success.
Play Luno. Down the right wing side. Petrie in front. They score! Sam Colangelo on the back door. In front. It's loose in the feint. They score! Once more, Colangelo follow-up play. Shoots off the body of Cook going in. Bang one hole. Sam Colangelo.
Today, we welcome San Diego Gulls forward Sam Colangelo to the program. He's grown up in Massachusetts, starting to play hockey, and now playing professionally in Southern California. Did you ever imagine that you'd be playing hockey in the beaches of Southern California when you were growing up?
No, I mean, growing up for me, I just kind of dreamed of playing college hockey in Boston, and obviously the NHL was kind of a far-fetched. I just grew up wanting to go to college and play hockey, and when it started to become a little bit more real that I might be able to play professionally, I still didn't think probably California was. There's only a couple teams here, and the odds are unlikely, but I'm loving it so far.
Sam, take us back to the beginning. How did you get into hockey? How did it start for you?
My dad played hockey growing up. He didn't play like in college or profession or anything, but he's a pretty good player like in high school back home, and he always loved it. He owned sports bars. He still does, and one of them was right next to the TD Garden, and he became friends with a lot of the Bruins players, still is with some to this day, and he always just had the love for the game of hockey, and he got me right into it when I was, I think, 3 years old. I was just kind of born into a hockey family.
Was there ever a Bruins player that you kind of wanted to be like, or a hockey hero that you wanted to emulate on the ice?
Yeah, I mean, like growing up, I always loved Bergeron and Marchand because they were Bruins players, but like the top Bruins players. But like Hal Gill is one of my dad's best friends, and I mean, we're complete opposite players. He was a stay-at-home defenseman, but it's someone that played a long time in the NHL, and I get to learn a lot from, and it's pretty cool that he's almost like a second dad to me, and my dad just met him by work.
Growing up, playing on some travel teams, into high school hockey, and then Chicago Steel comes up. How does that process happen?
Yeah, so I think you get drafted at I think you're 15 when you get drafted in the USHL, and I didn't get drafted the first year. Just kind of stuck with it. I was pretty rattled. I didn't get drafted. Just stuck with it and put my head down. And I'm kind of a late bloomer, like in terms of like growing. And I'm a bigger guy now, but I wasn't always this way. And I think after my freshman year of high school, going into my sophomore year, I had a big growth spurt. I had a good year that year, and I got drafted by Chicago. I made the team the next year and decided to go back to high school for my junior year. Then after that, that year, I played like 10 or so games with Chicago, just kind of whenever I could get out there and not miss too much school. Then I decided for my senior year of high school to go there. I loved what they had in place, and to this day, I still think it's probably one of the best places to develop, not only in the USHL but in the world.
That's going into your draft year, correct? So what's your mindset going into that year, knowing you just played high school, but this is a pretty big season for you in 1920?
I knew it was a huge year going in. I mean, I have social media, you see the rankings and stuff, and I knew there was a chance, like going into the year, that I could get drafted. I wasn't sure where it would be or how high or how low. Going into the year, I honestly just wanted to get drafted and try to put myself in the best position to get drafted as high as I can. But whether it was first, third, fifth, it doesn't really matter, because in my eyes, like where you get drafted, it can help with maybe some contract stuff, but if you play like as hard as you can, you'll get there eventually. And it was a huge year for me going in there, and we had an unbelievable team. I think there might have been 5 or 6 guys that got drafted that year, but I think there's been 9 guys who've maybe played in the NHL. So it was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed my time there.
Analyte selects from the Chicago Steel of USHL, Sam Colangelo.
Take me through that draft. It's all virtual. What's your guys' setup, and how did you kind of find out when the Ducks gave you a call?
So yeah, I just had my parents sit next to me in my living room that I grew up in, and a bunch of family and friends in the back for the first night, and then I kind of came over for no reason. And then the second morning I was thankful to get picked pretty early on, so it was just kind of turned into a party at my house. You grow up like, maybe not everyone, but I know I grew up every summer watching the draft and just dreaming of being one of those guys. And I didn't get to go to a draft, but just to hear your name called, it's a really special feeling for myself, but also for my parents, because how much work they had put in. And it was one of the coolest experiences in my life, and just being able to experience that. And it's one of my last experiences. My grandma, she's still alive, but she has Alzheimer's. So when I talk to my parents, it's pretty cool that, I mean, not my last memory with her, but one of her last memories of me is me reaching a dream. So it's pretty cool.
The San Diego Gulls are the Anaheim Ducks' primary development affiliate in the American Hockey League. For a decade now, San Diego has prepared the next era of NHL superstars to the show. And in this season's first installment of Gulls Grads, let's get you caught up on some of the Ducks' top prospects as they continue to flourish in the NHL and make names for themselves around the AHL. Lukáš Dostal continues to be one of the top young goaltenders in the NHL. The 24-year-old started the season as the Ducks' primary goalie. In 24 appearances, he's posted an impressive .913 save percentage, along with a 2.73 goals against average, including his second career shutout on October 12th against the San Jose Sharks. Dostal ranks 8th in the NHL in save percentage for goaltenders who have made at least 20 starts, and is solidifying himself as a keystone player for the Ducks. Olen Zellweger impressed the Anaheim Brass in the preseason to earn a spot on the Ducks roster out of training camp. The 21-year-old defenseman has scored 4 goals and 8 assists in 33 games played so far this season for the Ducks. Part of the youth movement, Zellweger left a great impression on Gulls and Ducks fans last season. His quick decision-making, deception, and great body positioning makes him a crafty defender for his age and size. Troy Terry may be the most prolific Gulls grad in the last 10 years. Already with 2 All-Star game nods under his belt for Anaheim, the right winger notched his 100th career goal on October 29th against the New York Islanders to become the 11th Duck in team history to reach the century goal mark. Terry leads the Ducks with 13 goals, 18 assists for 31 points, while ranking second with 3 game-winning goals, with his latest downing the NHL-leading Winnipeg Jets in overtime on January 2nd. Goaltender John Gibson recorded the primary assist on Terry's most recent overtime goal in Winnipeg, becoming the first goalie in NHL history with 2 primary assists on overtime goals and the 6th goalie in league history with multiple primary assists on a game-winning goal.
Can't say enough things about Gibby and that. I'm petitioning for him to get an assist on that goal. I think he should have, and it's fitting after the game that he played.
Gulls forward Sam Colangelo made his NHL debut with Anaheim last season and scored his first NHL goal in his debut. He's appeared in 8 games with the Ducks this campaign so far. On the year with San Diego, he leads the team with 12 goals and 21 points. Colangelo ranks tied for the AHL rookie goal-scoring lead and ranks 10th in points, while sitting 3rd in shots on goal with 80. Jansen Harkins joined the Anaheim organization this summer, signing a 2-year contract in free agency. And on October 18th, he became the latest Gulls grad to appear in a game with the Anaheim Ducks, and has collected 3 assists in 25 games this season with the NHL club. Gulls defenseman Drew Helleson made his NHL debut with the Ducks 2 seasons ago against the team that drafted him, the Colorado Avalanche. In 16 games with the Ducks, Helleson has posted 2 goals and 5 points as he solidified himself as an everyday NHL defenseman.
Coming up, Gulls color analyst BJ McPherson joins the show to break down the first half of the season, right here on Gulls All Access, presented by California Coast Credit Union.
Got the man in front. They find Zadorov on the back door. Get ready to light the lamp with our brand new Light the Lamp Lager. Brewed by our friends at Mason Ale Works, this crisp, refreshing beer is perfect for game night. Enjoy it every Friday home game for just $5, or find it at your favorite bars and retailers across San Diego.
Grab a Light the Lamp lager and toast to the Gulls. Secure your seats to upcoming Friday games by visiting sandiegogulls.com/tickets. Welcome back to Gulls All Access, presented by California Coast Credit Union. I'm now joined by Gulls color analyst BJ McPherson. BJ, we're at that unofficial halfway point past the holiday break, and with this Gulls group, what have you seen from them so far this year that you really like in the way that they've grown?
Well, it's taken them a little bit to get their system under their belt. When you talk about system, it's the makeup of the team, and what this team is, they're a team that's got to finish every hit. They got to play really good defensively. Goaltending's got to be on par, but it starts from the top all the way down, from the veterans out to the young guys. Guys got to do their jobs. You got to play your role. Don't go outside of your role, expand your role, but stay in it.
And we've seen this identity now a little more consistently from this group. It's taken a couple months, but really since the beginning of December, this team has found they're hard to play against. They're finishing some of those checks. They skate and they're fast, and it's made them very dangerous.
Well, they got the identity in the last homestand. What are they, 4 wins and a tie on that play. And guys like Gauthier, here's a first rounder for the organization, and he's taken his role. He's finished every hit. He plays solid defense. He's found the little things to make his game better, and he's leading by example in that category.
And we've had this new bit of veteran leadership that's come in, BJ. Guys like Ryan Carpenter, the captain, Dylan Hedlund on the back end, Roland McEwen as well. We haven't had a chance to talk about it. What do you like about this new crop of veterans that have been brought in?
Well, the big thing about veterans, it's not always on the ice. It's the veterans you have got to be the good ones. And this year they got a lot of good veterans. Teach the guys, the young guys at the airport, how to be a professional. It's the little things off the ice, but definitely on the ice. In practice, they're really doing their jobs.
And we're seeing on the score sheet, but a lot of that group you're going to have for 2 years. A guy like Ryan Carpenter, who will come back around as your captain for next season. Roland McEwen, who wears an A as well on the blue line. He's signed for another year after this. That stability, what does that do for this group moving forward? We're still going to see, even, this team continues getting younger with some prospects making the jump.
Well, it keeps the footprint of the team. They know the direction they're going, and it's always nice to have veterans with multi-years on their deal. You don't want them looking to go elsewhere. And again, these are the leaders on the team. These are the guys that have been there and done that and helping the young guys get by their way as well.
There's another great crop of young talent that's made their way in. Guys like Tristan Luneau on the blue line, Igor Sidorov, Sam Colangelo. The last two, they're right there at the top in scoring for the San Diego Gulls. It's an exciting time to enjoy this group of prospects for the Ducks.
Well, Sam Colangelo, here's a goal scorer. And let me tell you, every organization needs a Sam Colangelo. It's the amount of shots he takes, because you're not going to score goals. Last 3 games, 17 shots by Colangelo. He's up around the 70 mark. He's missed about 8 games, and the leader in the league's got 103. He's a shooter, and that's what you got to do. Sidorov, the same thing. Need Sidorov shooting the puck more. Again, he's a youngster, but when he gets on, the guy can bury the biscuit.
Right side, Sidorov waits, fires, he scores!
The second year group, we've talked about him a little bit. You mentioned Nathan Gauthier, the way he's kind of grown his game, but we're kind of seeing a little bit of a sophomore slump, and that's going to happen. It's just the second year for some of these guys coming out of junior or college, but guys like Nesterenko, Tyson Hines, I think has taken a lot of big steps, but what are you seeing in some of these growing pains that they got a whole half a season to build with?
Well, again, you got to remember, every player in their second year, it's a team game, so the 20-man on your roster is going to help everybody. And I like when Hines plays out there on the blue line and he's up and down the ice. A lot like Luneau. Luneau skates more than any other player in this league. You watch him jump up in the play. He gets back a lot. He's one of those guys. He gambles a little bit, but that's the type of player he is.
You're always on the record of saying one thing that this organization does so well is develop goaltending. We're seeing a more consistent Calle Klang in his second year in North America. Oscar Dance comes in. He's kind of that veteran Swedish goaltender along from him. What do you see out of this goaltending for this Gulls group?
Well, I see leadership in the goaltenders. I see Calle Klang, one of his big wins a couple of home games ago, going up one of the best goalies in the league, and he had it before the game that he wanted to win more than anything else. And after the game, his thoughts and what he talked about, saying it was a big one for him going up against the best goalie in the league, and he put it on the line.
Matt McIlvain's in year number 2. We're in the year number 2 of McIlvain playing, and you can really see the buy-in from the young guys and even from the older guys down. What do you like out of Matt McIlvain, the way he has this group dialed in?
Well, when you and I get to watch a game and call a game, when the game is over, I look for the notes after the game from the coaches. And I'll tell you, head coach McIlvain, he gives it exactly as the game's played. He doesn't hold back. He talks about the way the game was played, if it was good or if it wasn't good. He doesn't hold back whatsoever. I really like that, and he's a positive guy. There's no way to go other than staying positive.
Well, BJ, Second half still to come. This has always been a second half organization. What can we expect? Do you think we can expect moving forward here as we get into the dead of winter?
Well, getting into those dog days right now where it's the long road trips and it's the injuries. So this is where the guys really got to tie their skates up a little tighter. Take advantage of the opportunity you get, because that's the big thing. Look at Hellison up with the Ducks right now. He's taking advantage of that, and there's a lot of guys here that are going to do the same thing.
Front here, backhander, they score!
And now Gulls forward Sasha Pastujov takes us on the ice for a new edition of Gulls Mic'd Up.
So cute. Pop, pop, pop. Chitty, chitty, chitty. There he is, there he is. Go, Reg. Going up. What's up, big boy? Over! Hey! What a start, boys. Ghost is hunting. Skate. You're done. Two coming. Chip! Hey! Kirby didn't do anything. What are you doing? Attaboy. Just pack it up, buddy. Just pack it up. You need a Listerine strip too? Holy f***. You're eating popcorn? Zip it. You got a hearing problem? Zip it. You got a hearing issue? I got beef with the whole squad right now. I need to score.
That was a good play. I was in the way there.
Oh, no. Yeah. Lopes is going to be good low support. If you don't think it's there, just chip. We'll have an auto slash. Yeah. Builds fleet as a fly together.
Yeah, just come back. We're not dropping the puck.
Yeah, Nico's coming low through the middle. I'm sprinting to the wall. You'll have two options. Build on that. That's what we've been looking for.
Coming up, we have part 2 of our interview with rookie standout Sam Colangelo, right here on Gulls All Access, presented by California Coast Credit Union.
Center ice, Colangelo, he'll weave around one, he'll fire to the empty net, and the Gulls will put the dagger in the Barracuda at Pechanga Arena.
Calling all college students. Take a break from studying and head on down to Pechanga Arena for Gulls College Nights. College students can purchase tickets to any weekday home game for only $15 with a valid school ID at the arena box office. To learn more, visit sandiegogulls.com/college.
And now part 2 of our sit-down interview with Gulls rookie Sam Colangelo.
Gulls will take over and can headman this one for Colangelo. He'll pick it up. He's got a break. Colangelo in alone. He scores!
You're going to go off and play World Juniors first before trying to start college hockey, as they figured that on the East Coast. But that USA team, how does that process start? Because that was another stacked group that you find yourself on.
So I hadn't played in the game in about 8 months. Played well enough, I guess, to make the team, and made the team. And then from there, we went to the tournament. But yeah, our team was great. I mean, if you look at the roster, it kind of speaks for itself. Pretty quick turnaround to reach another dream, and I wanted to play the World Juniors my whole life, and to realize that dream was pretty cool, and to win the gold medal is something that I'll be able to carry with me forever.
Going to college hockey now, you finally get started. What's the biggest adjustment that you noticed from USHL into finally getting started at Northeastern?
I think just the guys are older, stronger, a little bit faster. And my first year, after World Juniors, I kind of got ridiculed with injuries a little bit. It's kind of tough. I was almost 2 years into college, and I only played like half a season. And my second half of my sophomore year, I did well, and junior year, not so great. And then I decided to make the change, which I'm sure you'll bring up. But I think college is just a lot bigger, stronger, faster.
You make the switch to Western Michigan. You go and have a career year. Would you say that prepped you most to make the transition to professional hockey?
I just kind of needed to change the scenery mentally, really change my career, change my outlook on the game. I kind of lost having fun going to the rink every day. It kind of became, obviously it's a job here, but I'm still having fun. When I'm waking up and I didn't really want to go to the rink, I knew something was probably wrong. Like my whole entire life, I was a kid who loved to spend hours at the rink, and going to Western, I got that back. I think just the love for the game and showing up for the rink every day, wanting to get better, really got got my career back on track and got me ready for what happened last spring and ultimately for the rest of my life.
Goal save made, Colangelo high slot, wrist shot, scores! Welcome to the party, pals. Sam Colangelo in his first professional game rips this one from the high slot, and the Gulls go back up by 1.
So jump into that spring. Your college career ends, you sign a professional tryout, you come to the San Diego Gulls, you jump in the lineup and you score your first goal and what's going through your mind when you saw the puck go in and just like that first goal happens? Because I'll never forget watching Trevor Carrick trying to like get you in the celebration, man, because you just kind of like took off.
Yeah, I just kind of saw a spot, tried to shoot it, and it was a pretty cool feeling. First professional goal. Going into summer, like have some confidence that I can score and produce in this league coming into ultimately my rookie year. So yeah, it felt pretty good.
I mean, you're not done yet because a couple days later, you're signing your entry-level deal with the Anaheim Ducks. Set the scene for us on April 12th, first NHL game. What's going through your mind?
Well, ultimately, don't fall in my rookie lap. Biggest thing all day, and there wasn't really much pressure on me to perform, so I kind of just went out there and played free. But I was nervous going into the game. Just you want to do as best you can, but at the same time, it's one of the coolest moments of your life. You've been dreaming of it ever since I can remember. I went to just like hundreds of Bruins games growing up, and the only thing I wanted to do was be on the ice. So getting to experience that and getting to see like my parents, and I knew where my two best friends were standing in the stands. I knew that there was hundreds of people watching back home. Like the whole game, it was so cool.
It was Sam Colangelo, free agent, not free agent, he was a draft pick, but he got signed on Thursday officially out of Western Michigan. There's a shot, trickles through and scores! And it's Colangelo! In his first game, he gets his first National Hockey League goal, and Anaheim is on the board.
What's it like scoring your first NHL goal?
It's the coolest feeling I've ever had in my life. I can't really put that one into words. I saw it sitting there, and the only thing I thought about was getting it over the goal line. It was probably the easiest goal I've scored in my life, but it was the coolest feeling I've ever had.
Thanks for watching Gulls All Access presented by California Coast Credit Union. We'll see you next time.